What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing tonight? If you're doing good, give me a big yes in the chat box. I want to see lots and lots of yeses there in the chat box for me. If you are doing great tonight, welcome to the Success Connection. I'm so glad you decided to join us. I think that tonight we've got some really awesome stuff in store for you. A couple of really cool tutorials, walkthroughs on how to get your course on Udemy, and just really overall how to take advantage of this big money-making opportunity that the internet provides for us. So if it's your first time here, I want to say thank you for joining us. We're so glad you made it. If you guys could do me a huge favor. If you could go right now to our Facebook group, you'll see the link right here on the screen. It's go.thesc.com/group. Just go right here to our Facebook group and let everybody know that you are live on the Success Connection. I want to say hey to everybody. I am working from my home office tonight. We actually had a crew come in, and they're doing some work in my office that I've been doing, in my actual office that I've been doing the webinars from every Thursday night. And so basically I worked at home all day today for the first time in a month, so it's kind of strange. It's really bizarre for me. So on a different computer, a few different things, but still, nevertheless, here to share hopefully what will be some awesome information with you guys on a Thursday night. So go to our Facebook group, go.thesc.com/group, and just post that you are live on the Success Connection. And I'll have Nick, if you could pick one person and tag them, and let's give away a $100 cash prize to one person that goes into the Facebook group right now and lets everybody know that we are live on the Success Connection. I like to always remind people that they are missing out if they don't join us, right? So even though we typically fill up, I think we'll probably be maxed out here in the next 5 minutes or so. That's typical. But I still like to remind people, like, hey, you missed out. You know, you weren't here. You didn't show up on time. You didn't show up early. Because I think that motivation is key to success, right? And so, you know, kind of keeping in, I think, you know, I'm going to pull up my whiteboard notes. They may very well take a second to show up on your screen. And that is because, for whatever reason, when I was testing this a little bit earlier, have a lot of lag on GoTo when my camera is on right now. So I don't know if it's something on GoTo webinar side or whatever, but when we start doing the full walkthrough of how to get your course online, I will cut my webcam off so that it doesn't impede your ability to follow, okay? So my team is texting me saying it's working better now, so maybe if you guys could watch, and I'll leave the webcam on, but if it gets laggy again, just let me know. So anyway, in keeping with kind of the way we've started off the new year, I want to give you guys some advice on, you know, just entrepreneurship, business, and really thought processes, right? So I had this really odd experience, and I shared it on Instagram, and I'm going to share it with you real fast, okay? But there's a good lesson in it, all right? Entrepreneurs, right? People that are successful entrepreneurs, let me rephrase. Successful entrepreneurs, we value our time more than anything else on the planet because it's the one thing we can't buy more of. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if it makes sense to you. Okay. By the way, I don't have my laptop in here tonight. It's at my office. So I know that you're used to me looking right at you like this, but now I've only got one computer. My camera's up here, but my chat box is down there. So you might see me looking off this way a lot more tonight, just so I can make sure I can see your answers and such. But okay, so all of you understand, like, if you told me, Anthony, I could give you 3 more hours in the day for the next year, or I'll give you a brand new Ferrari. Man, I would take the 3 extra hours in a day every single time, because what I could do with those 3 extra hours in the day would probably allow me to buy multiple Ferraris, okay? So we value our time because we know that we can use that time to generate an infinite amount of money, whatever we want, or we can use that time for ourselves, right? We can use that time to relax, to rest, to rejuvenate, whatever you want to call it. But time is very important to us. And so when you're going through the process of becoming an entrepreneur, you have to learn to value your time, okay? Just as much as you will end up valuing it, all right? So here's what that means. That means that even though you may not be making a fortune right now, and even though you may not consider yourself a really successful entrepreneur at this moment, if you can learn to value your time right now, like you will when you're super successful, here's what's going to happen. The success curve, you know, and I'm going the opposite way, but just hear me out. The success curve, you know, it's a pretty gradual curve, right? We start here and we start to have some success and we gradually go up, right? You can break that curve and start here and kind of go more at this trajectory where you go up like this and you kind of taper off to success, right? There's this curve, all right? And then there's this curve, all right? And the best I can do trying to see my hands in the camera. But the point is that you can create a curve that gets you to success faster if you learn to value your time and if you put a value on your time right now, okay? You know, if you're making $300,000 a month sitting at your computer pounding away on the keyboard, I can promise you, like 100% of you would sit at that computer and pound that keyboard before you would go out with your friends or before you would waste time watching television or watching, God forbid, watching the news, right? You would never do it. And it's because you would realize the opportunity loss, right? You would see like, wow, if I had spent that hour not doing this, but doing that, look how much more money I would have made. And so when you get to that level, you cut a lot of things and you make decisions differently. Now, the key for people who are just starting out, the key for people who are not super successful right now, but who want to be very successful, the key for you, move this phone over here, the key for you is to try to understand how to value your time that same way, even when maybe your time is not quite as valuable as it will be in the future. And I say valuable from a monetary standpoint, right? So here's an exercise that you can do, okay? And this would, I'm telling you, if you actually do this exercise and you start to live by this exercise, you will find yourself saying no to a lot of things, because you'll realize that when you say yes to these things, you're in effect saying no to the things that are very beneficial or that might make you more money. So take how much money you really want to make, okay? Now, I don't mean I want to make 10 million a month. No, be realistic. I want to make $10,000 a month. Okay, break that down and figure out what that hourly rate really is for you, right? Probably not going to work on the weekends because most people are not used to that. So do a Monday through Friday, a 40-hour work week, you know, times however many days, you know, work weeks in the month, and then break it down and figure out how much an hour of your time is worth. If you just make 10 grand a month, okay? And then whenever you're sitting down watching CNN, okay, or Fox News or whatever it is, the news, right? Whenever you're watching one of those channels and it's during the workday or during your work hours, remember to yourself, this time is worth, you know, $70. So it cost me $70 to watch that. Was it worth it? Probably not, right? So what could I have done with this time to focus more on my business and not on stuff that's really not productive, right? When you start looking at trading your time, right, off to these places, it opens your mind to how you will think when you've made a lot of money. And I'll give you an example of why this is on my mind. You know, I always try to bring you a lesson from my life, something that's happening with me right now. And I'll tell you this quick story, and then we'll jump right in. I've got Udemy course ready for you. We're going to set up your course in Udemy. I'm going to walk you through it. So all this stuff is going to be awesome. But this is good. This is these short little lessons as we start each week off. Man, I just think they make so much impact if you truly embrace them, right? So I'm getting ready to open some brick and mortar businesses here, which is something I've never really done before, right? And I've been talking with a coffee franchise. We're going to bring the franchise in and put it in one of the buildings that we own. And now you guys know that I'm probably not the normal franchisee or whatever they call them that's going to come and ask for a franchise, right? I understand business at a high level. I have the money to invest. And actually, I own the strip center that we want to put the coffee shop in. So I own the real estate. All I really needed was like 5 questions answered. You know, I had my top 5 questions. I didn't need anything else. And I could have said yes or no. The very first time I got on the phone with the VP of this franchise development, I showed him our location. I said, this is my real estate. This is where it's going to go, right? And he's like, cool, that's awesome. Let's go through this stuff. So for a solid month, we went weekly phone calls with the most ridiculous pitches. Like, I mean, how they ever sell anybody on one of these franchises blows my mind. Like, when I talk about boring, it's just unbelievable, right? How boring it was and how repetitive it is from week to week, right? And how you're not really getting anywhere. And so finally, this week, they called me and I said, listen, I need you to do what I asked you to do day one. I need you to look at the real estate, okay? Because they have to approve your real estate location. That's how franchises work. I said, I need you to tell me if you will approve your coffee chain going in this location. Like, I need to know that because we've been on these calls for 4 weeks and it's a complete waste of time if you're not going to approve the real estate. Well, they were supposed to have had that information for me this week. I'd waited 2 weeks for it. So when we got on the call with them this week, they didn't have the information. He had forgotten. You could tell he was clicking on his calendar to call me. Didn't have a clue, you know, about anything that we were about to talk about. It was kind of like, let me look at my notes from last time. So I kind of cut him off. I'm like, hey, look, man, time is money, okay? And you're wasting a lot of money. It's costing you and I a lot of money. So what I want to do is end this phone call. I want you to get me the real estate information, okay? Get it back to me. And if it's a favorable report, then we'll move forward, right? We'll have a discussion. And if it's not, we can quit wasting each other's time. Well, he was not thrilled with that approach. And so in a month, they haven't been able to evaluate our site, right? Couldn't find the time for it. But then within 2 hours, he wrote back and said, yeah, your location is just not a good, it's not a good location for our franchise. Best of luck. So I wrote him back and told him, obviously you didn't do any due diligence. You don't even know what you're talking about, but that's okay. Your loss, not mine. No big deal. But here's the point. I was not going to move forward with that franchise, even if they approved it. And the reason I wasn't going to move forward is because they were wasting my time. The fastest way to lose the respect of successful entrepreneurs is to waste their time, okay? That's the fastest way to get cut out of my life, is if you just simply waste my time. Because again, I can't buy more of it, right? So I've got to be very, very, guarded with what little bit I do have, right? I want all of you to take the same approach. If there are people or things in your life that waste your time, cut it. Just cut it off, right? Cold turkey, just cut it off. Because what's going to happen is you're going to see that as you cut off the things in life that waste your time, it opens up and allows you to do more of the things with that time that are productive and that can help you be more successful. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? So value your time. Don't waste other entrepreneurs' time, and identify the people that are wasting your time, okay? And remove those people or those things or those opportunities or whatever, those habits, whatever you want to call it. Remove those things from your life, and then you'll have a much greater chance at being successful and at implementing the stuff that we're teaching, right? Because look, to implement what I'm about to teach you, it requires time. Where are you going to get that time at, right? That's the question. And that's the answer that each one of you have to answer, is where are you going to get that time? Eliminate people that waste your time, eliminate activities that waste your time, and start to value your time today as if you are already worth $100 million. And when you do that, you will be saying yes to the things that need yeses and no's to the things that never should have been a yes in the first place. And that will put you on the right path to having more success. All right. So just a little lesson in time management, because I think it is key. I see so many people that have so much potential to be successful, but they just simply can't get out of their own way because they're not capable of managing their time, right? So hopefully this shift in mindset, shift in thought will really help you to start to understand how to manage your time, or give you some tips and techniques that you might could use to get more out of your day, okay? So what are we gonna do? We are going to get your first course, boom, up on Udemy. Who's excited about that? Just say yes. All right, give me lots and lots of yeses. Keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. Now comes the downer. Oh, all right, listen. I got 3 of the modules done. Here's the problem. I had people working in my office today I did not know, and I can't be going around people. Like I said, I have asthma. And they were doing some electrical connection things for our studio into the offices. And so I had to record these videos on I always do these all at one time too. I have to make Thursdays like the Success Connection day. So I usually record this stuff in the morning and then have it ready at night. And they just didn't leave my office till like 6-something o'clock. And so there was just no way for me to get it all done. So I recorded them on my home computer, right? Same setup and everything. The difference is that this computer basically froze up every 5 minutes, and it took me literally 4 hours to film 3 videos and render them. Whereas when I'm in my studio, I can just click the button, somebody else does it, and they snap them in half, and I can bang through 2 hours worth of content really fast. So I'm going to give you the first 3 of these videos, and then I'll get you the final batch of them, okay, probably by Saturday, okay? So I'm going to try to go and get them to you over the weekend, right? We'll film them tomorrow, so it'll probably be like tomorrow afternoon, right? But let's go on and let's dive in and let's check this out, okay? So this is Udemy, okay? So we've been talking about building your Udemy business or just adding to your business the ability to sell on Udemy, okay? Maybe that's a better way of talking about it. And so all of you have your instructor account set up, okay? Or you should. If you have not yet set up your instructor account, I encourage you to watch last week and the week before Success Connection replays, okay? So if you watch the replays, it will show you how to create your Udemy instructor account, okay? Now, once you get in and you've got your instructor account created, you'll notice when you log in, there's all this stuff over here, and then there's this button right here that says create your course. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is click on create your course, all right? And it asks you what kind of material are you creating? Well, you're creating a course, so you click course, okay? And then down here, you click continue. And then you have to tell them basically, okay, what your course is about. It's okay if you can't think of a good title now, you can change it later, but what's your course about? Mine's going to say email marketing for beginners, okay? And I might say email marketing 101 for beginners, all right? Now, I want to caution you, none of you should use this subject line, okay, or this title. I'm going to erase mine. Obviously, I'm not going to compete with you. But here's the thing. You cannot all use the same videos and the same title and the same everything, all right? I read through Udemy's, terms and things today. I read through it as many as I could. I mean, I skimmed the whole thing. I looked at the rules and stuff. I didn't see anywhere where it said that I couldn't create this content for all of you, give you the rights to it, which I'm doing when I pass it to you, and then that you could not then go upload it here. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, obviously there's nothing legally wrong, but I don't see where they have any rules against that. But what we don't want is everybody to have the exact same course with the exact same title, right? Because then it's just like, surely when they look at this, they're going to be like, huh, what the heck is that? And then they're not going to approve it, okay? Just the way it is. Remember that Udemy does approve these courses. They go through a quality control approval. So my suggestion is don't submit this course, like instantly. Like take a couple days and let's spread it out so we don't have 200 people, 500 people, 1,000 people submitting the same course at the same time on the same exact day. All right, use a little common sense. I'm doing the best I can to give you something for free that can make you money, but you got to work with me. So we're going to put our title of our course, Email Marketing 101 for Beginners. Then we click Continue. Now you have to put this into a category, okay? So let's look at marketing. I think marketing is probably the smartest category for this particular course. So you'd all put it in the category of marketing. Click Continue. How much time can you spend creating your course per week? So all of you would be able to select, whatever amount of time it is that you think that you'll have. I'll put this. Click that one. There's no wrong answer. Okay. Now, this brings you into basically I think best stated, like this brings you into the spot in Udemy where you can start adding in information about your course, okay? This is what helps Udemy decide who to market it to. This is what helps Udemy decide if they're going to run ads or have affiliates promote it. This is basically one of the most important things you can do, right, is target the right students. So what will students learn in your course? They'll learn email marketing. They'll learn, they'll learn list building. I think they'll learn how to create more revenue from their, from your email list. How to use autoresponders. Now, I would highly suggest that you watch the ones that I'm putting in here. There's nothing wrong with you putting the same stuff, okay? So in other words, what I put in here, it makes sense for you to copy because ultimately this will help Udemy get the course to the right people. Let's just put it that way. It's probably easier said that way. So let me move my iPad over here. It's in my way. I can't type. There we go. All right. How to use autoresponders. Now, I might go in here and do something like how to make money sending emails. Oops. Then I might add some more stuff like how to make money with affiliate marketing by sending
by sending emails. Okay. How to increase your open rate on email marketing, something like that. So this is a good bit of, this is a good bit of stuff right here, right? I mean, how to optimize your lead capture page to generate more leads. How to create your lead magnet. Okay, all of these are things that I teach in this course. So you'll probably want to screenshot this right now, or go back and watch the replay of this when we put it online, so you can add these types of things in here. I don't really ever put any kind of prerequisites. Now, who are your target students? It's people who want to learn email marketing, people who want to send emails to make money online. So those, I think, would probably be, relevant, if you will. Let's see, I don't really do any of that. All right, and then the button to save is kind of tricky. It's up here, okay? So it's up here in the top right. So you're gonna wanna click that button, all right? And what it does is it saves your progress. So you can see it says changes have been saved, all right? So what I did right here was I targeted my students, okay? Now you have to create your course structure, all right? Now, they show, they show people, I guess, how to create course structure and outline and all that stuff. But there's some basic stuff. Your course has to have at least 5 lectures. It has to have at least 30 minutes of video, okay? And so those are things that obviously are just they're a must, right? So you've got to have that, right, in your course structure. All right. So let's just oops, wait a minute. We've already done our targeting. Come back here. All right. And then we don't really necessarily have to do it. You can read this stuff, but I always kind of just skip down to the curriculum. Okay. So this is the curriculum. This is where we actually build out your course. Okay. So this is where we start putting things together. All right. So obviously there's lecture 1. It's called the introduction, unless of course you edit it. So I would edit it. And the first one that I did was email. Let's see, email marketing for beginners. Terms explained, right? So that's basically what I did. All right, I'll just save this. All right, so once it's saved, you can see that you've got this, but then you've got to go in here and add content. So if you click this little button here, you'll see you can add a description, you can add resources, you can add content. So we're going to click content. All right, it says select the type of content. Files and links can be added as resources. Learn about content types. So anyway, we want to add a video. Okay, so we're going to click video. All right, now it's going to say there's no files selected. Now, here's the important thing for you to understand. Vimeo wants you to, or not Vimeo, Udemy wants you to actually go in and upload this video to them. Okay, so basically they host the video. So how do you get the video and what are you going to put on here? Well, it's real simple. On the Success Connection student resource page, which I'll give you all access to a little bit later, okay? If you scroll all the way down, you'll find this thing right here that says list building terms, okay? Now, important to note, you'll be able to click on this video button, okay? So you click on the video button, and this is going to be done a little differently than the way that you usually do this, so watch closely. You're going to click on the video button. It's going to open up the video, okay? But it's also going to give you this little download button right here, okay? This download button is what you really want, all right? This download button is very, very important, okay? because this is what's going to download it onto your computer. All right, so you click the download button, and it's going to bring up all these, oops, stop sharing my screen by accident. I clicked the wrong thing, sorry. I was trying to click the button on this and I clicked that. Anyway, it's going to bring up this little box right here, and it's got all these options. The one I want you to download is the HD 1080p, okay? You do not need to download the original, that's huge. Just download the HD 1080p. You just click this download button right here, okay? And what's going to happen is it's going to start downloading this file onto your computer. You can see that it's downloading right here onto my computer, okay? So now I have the file downloaded, okay? It's downloaded, it's done. All I got to do is go back over here. Again, this says no files are selected, and I'm going to click this select button, and I'm going to select the video. Now, I'm going to do that now. I can't leave that open because, well, obviously, if I were to open up all of the files on my computer for you, which is what I'm doing right now, you would be seeing all of my files, and we just can't have that, can we? There's all kinds of surprises on here, like literally like stuff that I filmed for you for next week, just all kinds of stuff. But the point is that there's things on my computer, right? Who knows what it is? It might be business files, whatever. So let me find the file. Where is it? All right, 1 second. I have a billion files on my computer, so it's like, you know, we have to pull up the file, and then let's see. Oh, that's why. All right, just had to drop it there. Now I can get it. There we go. All right, so once we get that, we upload it. Now you'll see that it's uploading right here, okay? So all you're doing is downloading the video and then uploading it into Udemy, okay? And you can see that it's uploading right now into Udemy. And it goes slow at first, then it goes really fast, okay? So now we've got this uploaded. Now it says that the video is still being processed, but they'll send us an email when it's ready. So it takes a little while because that video content now is uploaded to Udemy, okay, on their servers to be displayed for people. All right, now, resources. What I did was I included the notes. So if you click right here on list building terms, what's going to happen is it's going to bring up the notes, okay? So you'll have all these notes. Now, what do you need to do in order to get these notes onto Udemy? Well, if you look, when they ask for resources, they want you to let them post that file too. So what you've got to do is when you open up my notes that I made for you, you click right up here, there's a little download button right there. See that? You're going to click that button, okay? And it's going to bring up a little thing that says download, right? Like this. So I'm going to download this to my desktop. So I'm going to save that, okay? You'll see it probably show up down here that it downloaded. All right, now this is on my desktop of my computer. So all I got to do is the same thing I did before. I click right here where I select a file. Okay, now I'm just going to select that file right off my desktop of my computer. All right, so it's going to take me, or should take me anyway, no time at all. There it is. And I'm going to upload it. And what you'll see is now you'll see this file is uploading, and boom. Now it's processed, okay? Now I can kind of close this back down. And then it's always smart, at least, you know, in my opinion, to be able to preview and to see, you know, anything and everything that you have going on, right? Like I always feel like that's, I don't know, I just feel like that's important, right? And so, so they have buttons that let you do that. Right up here in the top right, you'll see where there's a preview button. You can click preview as student, okay? And this is what your students would see. Now, as you can see, the video has not yet made it up there, right? Because, well, the video is not done. So it's still rendering. But you can kind of see, here's the description. See down here of the stuff that they're going to learn. Here's your description about you that we set up when we set you up as a, you know, as a teacher on here, okay? And so you've got all of this stuff already on here, right? Once the video gets rendered out, you should be good to go, right? So this makes this particular piece of this course uploaded. So then what we do is, first of all, how many of you are following me good so far? Just give me a big yes if you are. Okay, very good. So as you can see, not super difficult, not over the top hard or anything like that. It's relatively easy, actually. Okay, so we've got this lecture 1 in here, but you'll notice we can, if we move our mouse down here, we can add another one, right? And so this next one becomes, you have to put in, you know, basically another title. So I would say email marketing for beginners. And this one will be opt-in pages explained, okay? Because basically we're going to be adding in opt-in pages, right? Okay, so here's this section. All right, so this section is looking good. We can move it up here, right? So in other words, you can move it up and down, left and right. It really doesn't matter, you know, where you want. I mean, you can put it. I guess what I'm saying is you can put it anywhere that you want, right? Now, this is an entire new section. I want to be very clear on something. We can add lessons into a section, or we can add sections, and that's when I first made my course on Udemy. Okay, I went through here and I made the mistake of making every single course a section. So for instance, I don't know if it'll show up in the preview. Let's see. Not sure. Yeah, do you see how this has a section over here? Okay, think of sections like you click on a section and then there's info in that section, right? Like categories. That's what sections are. So understand that more than likely you will not need, I'm going to copy this, you will not necessarily need a lot of sections, more so just course content. So I'm actually going to delete this particular section and I'm going to add this into here. Now, this is when you're adding to a section, you're telling people like, what is this? Is it an assignment? Is it a quiz? Whatever. I'm going to add another lecture into here and I'm just going to add this as the lecture. I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to add content and resources. So if I'm going to add content, I'm going to tell them I want to add a video. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the opt-in page video that I've given you. This is all right here. I'm going to click it. Okay, it's going to show me the video, really cool video that we made. I'm going to click download. Okay, I'm going to download the HD 1080p. Okay, so the second to bottom one, I'm going to let that download onto my computer. Meanwhile, I'm also going to go over here and click on the notes for this video, so I can be ahead of the game here. And I'm going to click the little arrow up top, and I'm going to download those notes. Okay, boom. So I've got my notes. All right, then I'm going to go back over here to Udemy now that they're both downloaded. I'm going to select this video from my desktop. Okay, so I'm going to find that real quick. Take me just a second here. And then once I click on it on my desktop, basically I'm going to start uploading it right into, right into Udemy. And I think what's interesting about this is it takes all of the needing to host your videos and all that stuff off of you. Udemy lets you just upload it right. They want control because it's such a big company and they don't want your videos to be going down, you know? So they want you to put your videos on their server. So you literally pay no money to stream your videos. You don't have to have a Vimeo account. You don't have to have any kind of account to stream your videos. You literally can put them right on here, right? Resources, done the same way. We're going to click on resources. We're going to select a file. So I'm going to click select file here real quick. And then I'm going to select this file. I've got to find it real quick. There we go. I have so many files on my computer. All right, now you can see the opt-in page is uploading. Boom, we're done. Now we can close this down. We can look and preview this as a student, and you will see, oh, there's the list building video. It's come online now, so it's rendered out enough. But you'll see that here's the email marketing for beginners opt-in pages explained, right? When you click on these resource buttons, it gives people a direct download, look at this, to your PDF, okay? So we've got these two videos on here already. So let's add our last one, okay? Again, to add this, we're gonna click right here in the gray box, okay? In the gray box, we're going to add this. Another thing that's important is, look, when you preview this, okay, you can look at all of, like this says section 1, introduction, right? So obviously, if we're gonna put everything into one section, because it's not a ton of stuff, what I would do is, I would do section 1, email marketing for beginners, right? And I would name my section that. So now your section is called email marketing for beginners, and then you've got these different lessons. So I'm gonna add the third lesson in here, okay, lecture. And this is gonna be email marketing for beginners. And this is going to be lead magnets explained, right? Because we want to explain to people what lead magnets are. All right, so we've got that in there. Same exact thing has to happen now. First thing we got to do is we'll close these two down. All right, we got to go back to our success connection page that I give you, and then you've got to download the video. So we click on the video, okay? It comes up, we click download, click this 1080p download right here. It's going to download this onto your computer. Go back to this, click on notes. All right, it's going to bring up the notes. Then you're just going to click on download here. So lead magnet download. Got that done. So those two things are now done. And now what we want to do is we want to add this content to Udemy. Okay, so we want to add this. And remember, it's important to note that we give you a replay of this. So for those of you that are watching this, you're like, okay, I'm not going to be able to remember how to do that later tonight. That's okay. You can always literally take my replay, pause it, and start it, and pause it and start it right where you want it. You know what I mean? So not going to be a difficult thing for you to accomplish later on when you're when you're doing this. All right. So let me get. You gotta find which one it is.
All right.
Yep, that's it. All right. So I'm uploading my lead magnet video, as you can see. So it's going to be uploaded. All right. And we're just kind of building out the course, right? So we're building out the course structure. We're building out what people will see when they log in. So see, that's done. Now I need to add my resources. So I'm going to go add my PDF resource file here real quick, which again, let's see, should only take just a few seconds unless you're like me and you have 5 million things on your computer. There we go. Lead magnets. All right, so then it's going to upload the lead magnet PDF. Boom, we're done. All right, so we now have 3 lessons. Okay, so we have 3 lessons. Let's take a look. All 3 of those lessons are live. That's lesson 1. That's lesson 2. That's lesson 3. We've got about 30 minutes worth of content on here right now. That's the minimum that you can put onto Udemy, but you have to have at least 5 lessons. Okay. I have 3 more lessons and basically 30 more minutes of content for this one that we'll need to put in here. That again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here over the weekend. So if you just check back tomorrow afternoon, you'll see some more of these videos populate here that you can go in and add to, okay, to add to your course, because I think it's important we get this done. All right, so once we've kind of got our curriculum, right, we've started working on our curriculum, okay, you got to do this course landing page, all right? The course landing page is super, 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 super important, all right? It's very important. So email marketing 101 for beginners is the title. Okay, this might say like learn email marketing in a few easy steps, something like that. Then you have to put in a description of your course, right? Might say email marketing 101 for beginners was designed to teach someone who's looking to make more money or looking to make money online. Well, someone who's looking to learn how to send profitable emails. All right, so email marketing 101 for beginners was designed to teach someone who's looking to learn how to send profitable emails. The exact steps and strategies that are working right now. You'll learn how to build your list. Well, they won't let me put any more in there. Oh, there we go. You'll learn how to build your list, create lead magnets, create high converting opt-in pages, and how to optimize your sends for maximum ROI. Okay, so something like this. Then basic level, this is beginner level. Now you can do marketing, but look, they have all these other subcategories. If I'm picking one of these, I'm probably going to select either digital marketing, or I'm going to pick one that I know other people are going to be looking in. For instance, I might pick affiliate marketing just because I know I know that people who do affiliate marketing are going to be interested in learning email marketing. Does that make sense, everybody? Yes? Okay. Then it says, what is primarily taught in your course? So I would say email marketing and list building, right? Boom. So that's what I would put in there. So maybe you do like this: email marketing, enter, okay, and then you can propose another topic: list building, okay, boom. Let's see, make money online. I would definitely propose that as a topic. Affiliate marketing, okay, I would propose that as a topic, and that gives you 4 topics, right? 2 of them are just kind of to get more eyeballs on your course. That's these 2. The other 2 are obviously more legit, right? Now, a couple of other things. You have to go in here and do this, okay? You have to have an image that's created. That's again, they give you the guidelines right here, okay? Each one of you have to name your course, all right? You cannot name it the same thing. And you cannot have the same image, right? If you all have the same image, no one is going to buy any of your courses. So here's what I would propose. Come up with a name for your course. It's all about email marketing. So come up with a name for the course. Go to Fiverr and literally give them this right here, right? Like, here's the course image quality standards. Literally what I would do is I would send them this link right here. Like, I would copy this link and I would send this to somebody on Fiverr, okay, and tell them that you need an image for your email marketing course that meets those guidelines. Literally, they give you exactly what you need on Udemy. It's not like you have to guess. All you got to do is click this link and boom, you're done, right? Send that to somebody on Fiverr, and for $5, you can get a course image created that you can put right into here because you're going to have one. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if it does. Okay. Let's see. And it looks like I tried to save this and it won't let me save it because it has to be 200 words long. I actually didn't know that. Let's see. So we're going to have to add to that a little bit. I need to be able to save this. You will have to write your own, right? Let's see. The course. The course is broken down into 3 main sections called build, send, profit. it's important to learn how to first build your list and then learn how to send profitable emails. We teach the exact strategies we're using every single day in our email marketing business. Hopefully that gets us to 200 words. Really? Okay. This course is great for beginners who are just starting their journey into online marketing. We've even got a lesson called Learning the Terms, which essentially gives you the definition and use cases of many of the words, many of the common words used in email marketing. Maybe that's 200 words. I'm going to have to use word counter on this because I think this is pretty crazy. Let's put this, more test info here, more test info here, more testing info here. This should be 200 words by now, I am pretty sure. I'm not going to launch this course, so you will have to write something 200 words. I don't want you to have to sit here and wait on me to write something that's 200 words. And I just have this feeling, let's see, that they're full of it. So let's down. That surely is 200 words. Okay, now it's saved. Okay, so I just don't want to have to sit here and make you watch me type, right? I'd rather do more with our time. So you've got to create this particular course page, the course landing page, before you can go live with it. Okay, so that's important. You cannot go live until you do this, which means you're going to need this course image. Now, it also tells you stuff about your profile. You have to have a short summary of your background that's 50 words minimum. So basically they're telling me, again, when we created this, I was just trying to show you what was going on. It appears that this might have to be a little bit longer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just copy it and then paste it so that I have 50. Because again, I just don't want you to have to sit here and watch me typing a bunch of stuff. I don't know that that's very beneficial for you, right? So now, perfect. When I refresh this page, take a look. My instructor bio is complete. Okay, so it's going to walk you through it. Everything is done on this page that would need to be done to launch my course, except this image, right? So you're going to want to go have that image created. Right, I would do that tonight or tomorrow. All right, so we've got our course landing page dialed in. Course pricing. Okay, when you're opted into the Udemy Deals program, basically Udemy can offer deals to people, okay, on your course over time. What I want you to do is start your course off for free. I think it is very important that you start it off for free. Because if you start it off for free, okay, and you save it, and so that's our pricing, is it's going to be a free course, you're going to get that rush of people that will watch your course and give you all those ratings. And then when you get all those ratings, you can swap, and that happens fast too, by the way, like literally within a few days, you'll probably start having ratings on your course. Then what you can do is switch it to paid, but you've got all these ratings now. So it's like more people are going to be willing to pay you because you have ratings, okay? So when we get to this point, we've got our curriculum outlined. We need to add 3 more lessons to this that I'm going to provide for you by tomorrow or so, late tomorrow afternoon, okay? So we've got that done. We've got our pricing defined. We're going to roll this out for free. We've got our course landing page done, but we need to have an image made for that course, okay? So that's important. Got to have an image made. Once we get all that done, we can go submit for review. Right now, we can preview this and we can take a look at, like, this would be your course landing page, right? Like here's the course landing page. It's got all the information about the instructor. It's got a preview of your course. It's going to tell you what you're going to learn. So you're now seeing all those things that I filled out. You're now seeing where they go. Here's the description. It's probably why it has to be 200 words, because they want a lot of information. So you need to fill these things out, okay, so that you have everything that you need ready to launch your course. And does that make sense to everybody? Yes? These 3 lessons are already done for you. They're all right here, okay? The videos here and the notes are here. These are ones that you can literally go in and download right now as soon as I give you the link. And then what we'll do is, like I said, by tomorrow, I'll try to get the other 3 up, okay? Because there's no rush, because you've got to go have that course image made, right? And again, you guys know that I always make these things for you. Like I would just make it for you, but I can't, because you all have to have a unique one, right? So I can't just go make it for you, or else you'd all have the same one, and then Udemy wouldn't approve it. So my hands are tied here. I can't make this one thing for you. Otherwise I would, and you know I would. I have no problem with making stuff for you and giving it to you completely free, right? Like that's what I prefer to do. But this is just one of those things where you're going to have to do this one thing and invest like $5 on Fiverr, unless you know how to make these images yourself, in which case that's great. So what you kind of are going to have to do, and I'm going to bring back up my trusty whiteboard here. All right, so basically we did this. I released this. I need to do 3 more lessons for you by tomorrow. I showed you how to post this on Udemy, and Nick will select somebody to give away money in the group like every week. So here's what I want you to do for next week. All right, so I've got some homework for you that I think you'll like. Number 1, I want you to get your first course live on Udemy. Okay, so that means you're going to have to get that free, or not that free, you're going to have to get that image done. Okay, get your course live on Udemy, go back through the replay of this, follow the instructions, because it's super simple. Okay, it's just little pieces to the puzzle, and you can follow along as with the replay. I would set the replay running over here while you're doing it over here. So I want you to do that. Number 2, I want you to start working on your own Udemy course. I want you to start working on your own, because the first person to launch their own course on Udemy, I will give $250 to you. Now, it must be live, meaning it has to be live on Udemy. It must be new. So this means you've got to film something new. I don't care what it is, what it's about. It's got to meet the minimum standards of 5 videos, at least 30 minutes in content. So 5 6-minute videos, or however you want to break it down. But once it's live and it's on Udemy, all you got to do is go to the Facebook group, okay, and post a link to the course page, and make sure to do hashtag Udemy challenge. That makes it easy for me. The very first person that I see that does this, you get $250, because I've walked you through the process. So you could actually do any of these on your own, right? Number 3, next week, you get 2 more courses from me for Udemy, which means you're going to be able to launch 2 more courses next week on Udemy. That'll give you 3 courses on Udemy right out of the gate. And then number 4 is you'll want to post in the Facebook group every day, now through Thursday of next week, and Nick will pick a winner of $100. Okay, so if you post every day in our Facebook group, I'm just going to say this because I don't have to write it. If you make logical posts, posts that matter, posts that provide value, those will count. If you just say apples are red and then you get off, that's not going to count. So, so we got a little bit of homework for next week. Okay, you want to get your first course live on Udemy, which I should clarify, your first course, which is the email marketing course, right? So the one that I built for you. Start working on your own Udemy course, right? The first person to launch their own course and make sure it's live and it's complete and everything's right. If you post a link to it inside of the Facebook group and put hashtag Udemy challenge, I'm gonna give you $250 for the first person. Next week, you're gonna get 2 more courses from me completely free. And if you post in the Facebook group every day between now and next Thursday, you will qualify for $100. Nick will tag you in the Facebook group and give you $100. Is that good for everybody? Yes? All right, now you got to know where to get these videos, right? And I'm sorry we went long tonight. There's a lot to teach. I mean, we're only like 6 minutes over, so I try to keep time so I don't keep you on for too long. But you've got to get access to this Udemy information here, these videos and these notes, okay? This is all inside of your members area for Success Connection, so I'm going to give you access to that. This is where you can join our Facebook group. I highly suggest you join it right now. Like the second I give you the link to this page would probably be the smartest time to join it so you don't forget. It's completely free. Follow me on YouTube. We're now posting 4 training videos a week on YouTube. 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is reserved for the Success Connection replays. So lots of awesome stuff. Follow me on YouTube. If you don't have ClickFunnels, I highly suggest you get it. I'm going to teach you next week how you can monetize these Udemy courses to sell ClickFunnels, right? But you're going to need a ClickFunnels account in order to make that happen. There's some really cool ways to still generate revenue from Udemy without even selling the course. So in some cases, it might be better to give the course away for free to get thousands of people to go through it and then buy ClickFunnels from you. And the best place to sell is through education. So this is a great thing. Make sure you have ClickFunnels, plus we'll be building funnels now very soon. So activate your free trial. It's a free trial. It costs you nothing. You get it for the first 2 weeks for free. And you can download any of these businesses. So all of these businesses with these download buttons, this is funnels, assets, PDFs, workbooks, videos, like total and complete businesses. Here's the 8-figure funnel formula business. I use that book as our #1 lead magnet on our paid ads. Trips me out, and all of you have access to it. It's just crazy. Inboxer Academy, all of these are complete businesses that you can download. I will tell you, all of these download buttons will work until midnight tonight. At midnight tonight, they quit working. That's because people give out the access codes to this page, and then I have a bunch of people stealing my information that are not students of mine, and that's not what I did this for. So since there's a few bad apples among us, I have to lock everything down. So at midnight tonight, these download buttons quit working. So it's very important for you getting a head start on the weekend. Remember time, valuing your time. You need to get it done now so that you have access to this and you don't miss out on it until next week, because otherwise you've lost all that time, right? So you'll be able to come in, scroll right down here, and boom, get all your videos and your notes downloaded so you can start building out your Udemy course. And then you can download any of these other businesses, get ClickFunnels, join our Facebook group, follow me on YouTube, all of that stuff instantly can be done within just a matter of minutes. How many of you are good with that? Say yes? All right, okay, well, how do we get to this page? How do we make that happen? That would be a great thing. So let me tell you how you can do that. You can use this link right here. It's go.dsp.com/funnel, and you can use the password, which I, reactivated just a few hours ago, to be Udemy. So the password is Udemy. So this is how you get back on to this page, okay? Because this page is password protected. So you can go here to go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password Udemy. You'll be able to get to our Facebook group. You'll be able to follow me on and subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Of course, there's the free trial to ClickFunnels, which you need. You can download any of these businesses that you want. You can scroll all the way to the bottom because we built so many businesses, it's crazy. And you can click on the videos and the notes to download these things to build your Udemy course. Everything is ready for you. Everything is done. And I will get you the other 3 videos probably by late tomorrow afternoon. So if you check back on this page, all the links will work when I upload those, and I'll let everybody know. I'll post in the Facebook group, so it's important that you go there. And hey, I've updated it, and I'll reactivate the links so that you can get those videos and such tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. Be checking this page. It's very important, and be checking the Facebook group so that once I get those videos up for you, you can go on and take action on them. You don't have to wait until next week. So everything is here. go.vsc.com/funnel. Password is Udemy. Listen, I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. I know it's been a little bit more time. We're like 11 minutes over, so forgive me. I try my best to keep it to right at an hour, and I'm pretty good at it now. Used to, it was like 2 hours. So I've done a little better job, I think, of paring it down. But you know, it's lots of stuff to go over, lots of stuff to teach, and lots of things I want to share with you. So remember to value your time. Do me a favor. I would love it if you would do this. This would just make me so happy. If you would go to my Instagram, right? Let me just see. Let's see what we got on here. If you would go to my Instagram account, maybe we'll give away $100 if you do this. Go to my Instagram account and go to go to the very first post that you see on my Instagram account and just say, you know, entrepreneurs value their time, you know, hashtag value time, whatever. Just leave me comments on the very first video that you see. It's about a janitor. You should listen to the story too. It's from my Unlock Success podcast today. But anyway, leave me a comment on there, and I will hook somebody up with. We'll just comment underneath you and hook you up with $100. So lots of different places you can get some cash. That's just to increase engagement, get you to watch some of these really cool things we're putting out, but also just to share the word, man. Like, value your time if you're an entrepreneur, right? And teach others to value your time and require others to value your time, right? That's the key, is require other people to value your time. And when you do that, man, you always win. Listen, I want to thank all of you for being here. I want to thank you for spending some time with me. I hope you have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and a fun weekend. Like I said, do a little something this weekend that other people aren't doing. Spend your time in different ways. Get ahead of the game, because that's the name of the game. And I'll see you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.